locked in the loge aux folles, have fallen quiet. Marguerite takes her headdress off. She shouldn't be in her office after sunset. By now, she should be sitting in her garden, under the blossoming mimosa, with its thick bouquets that remind her of gentlemen's wigs. There, surrounded by daisies and asphodels, even after all these years, she can forget what La Salpêtrière really smells like. She opens a thin folder. Her hands have become clumsy, shake unexpectedly, and last year's list almost escapes under the desk. She catches it before it reaches her lap. For the past 15 months, she has been choosing women who would be sent off to the Mississippi. Her first list pleased the general attorney. Now, Monsieur Joly de Fleury writes that the governor of La Louisiane in person has requested more girls. Marguerite brings a candle closer to the paper. For this new list, she isn't sure where to start. The selection process used to be different. Transferring female prisoners to the colony was her idea. Not so long ago, she was free to pick whomever she saw fit. There wasn't enough room anymore at La Salpêtrière, not enough dormitories for those who really needed a shelter. Beds were taken by creatures who would never change. It had been a matter of figuring out whom she'd rather get rid of first: poisoners, knife-wielders, rebels, or witches. Out of the 209 girls she selected last year, she has a particularly distinct memory of the conspiracy theorist, the one who had spent her time at the women's prison yelling sinister words at the king, Marceline Janson. Off she goes. But this year, no one from La Grande Force can be shipped away. Monsieur Joly de Fleury insisted Governor Bienville does not want any more prisoners. Instead, around 90 fertile, soft-spoken, capable girls, which means repentant women from La Salpêtrière's Maison de Correction, or girls from its orphanage, La Maison Saint-Louis. She immediately pictures 12-year-old Charlotte Couturière, the red-headed orphan with the beautiful voice, travelling to unknown, barbarous La Louisiane, a land that inspires more fear than wonder in Marguerite. No, not Charlotte. She'd keep the child safe at La Salpêtrière. In a few years, she could become a sœur officière here. Marguerite tells herself that she needs stronger women for the Mississippi. She stirs her feather in the ink. The conspiracy theorist had a sister, much younger, not yet rotten. Marguerite tries to remember the sibling's first name. Antoinette? No, it begins with E, perhaps. She thinks of her own sister, of the way people always struggled to understand how the strict supérieuresse of La Salpêtrière and the elegant Marchioness d'Argenson, wife of a retired chief of police and mother of the current one, had grown up in the same house. Under Passagère de la Baleine, she writes, Une, Étiennette, ou Antoinette? Janson, entre 15 et 17 ans. Only 89 to go. Marguerite leans back in her chair, and the pain bubbles all the way up from her feet to her neck. In the pot, the ink remembers the circles her feather drew. Madame. On the other side of the door, the woman repeats the word plaintively, interrogation the only tone her voice knows. Mademoiselle Bailly is aware she shouldn't be disturbing her after Compline, the last prayer of the evening. Qu'y a-t-il? What is it? The wooden door creaks as her new assistant steps in. Mademoiselle Bailly's movements mirror the way she thinks, gracelessly, meticulously, without taking any risks. What is it? The supervisor of the loge aux folles reported new cases of rat bites. Tell me some real news, Mademoiselle Bailly. Marguerite hates the fear she reads in her assistant's eyes. She wishes she'd just solve this rat problem on her own. It's the demented woman.